Oh, hi. My name is Erica LaShawn. If you're new here, welcome. If you're not new here, welcome. It's February 3rd. It's 5:48 p.m. So this video is prompted by Alexander. Hi. Hello. We bump into each other in a chat or whatever. But I was looking for something because he prompted my memory, and I was digging and digging and digging for a photo, and it's in a different tub, and I don't feel like looking for it. But I forgot this was in there, so I save everything, right? Memories, all that stuff. So I'm gonna close the shutter in a second. But this sketch, 8 8 2001. So I was on the train. This has happened to me twice living in New York. So on two separate occasions. Oh, no. One time here and one time when I was in the 11th grade, a boy drew me at my desk and he gave it to me at the end of class. I still have that. And he used color crayons and everything. He had my outfit and everything, y'all. So at the end of class, he gave it to me, and it was me sitting at the desk with the same outfit on. And I asked him if I could have it, and he was like, yeah. So fast forward, like 20 years later, I'm on a train, and I notice him doing it. So he's like sketching me. So I was just kind of like, be easy, whatever, you know. So when my stop came, I couldn't help myself. I said, can I? Because it was apparent at that point. It was apparent, you know. He just put a face like I was looking at him, but I wasn't. I was enjoying my ride, and I just was like, okay, whatever. So I was like, can I have it? He was like, sure. I said, well, sign it. And he signed it. I said, well, put the date on it. He put the date on it. It looked like 8/8/01. And I went on my way, and he went on his. I said, put my name on top. Hi. I still have it. And I got the other one the boy did in the class. So anyway, Alexander, thank you so much. Because that's how, I get my content like that. I talk to my family, my friends, and I be thinking. And then sometimes somebody will say, hey, Erica, I just subscribed. I'm like, wow, thanks, Because I made a comment. So I was trying to get the photo to match the comment, but I don't feel like digging and whatever. However, Alexander, this is the story. Because you said it sounded hilarious. You don't want, okay. All right, so when I was a little girl or whatever, preschool, before kindergarten, it's preschool. So I didn't go the whole day. It was I don't know if I had mornings or afternoons. I'm not sure. But my mother and father had it worked out where my mother, she was she was up at like 5. She had to be out at like 6:30. She was out. But by the time that me and my brother got up for school, my father was the primary caretaker because my mother left so early. And then my father worked afternoons. So they had to they had to work it out. They were a team. So my brother worked at Ford. My father worked at Chrysler. A lot of men in my family, they drove big rig trucks and stuff like that. So I come from blue collar money, right? So in the morning time, my father got up. He made us breakfast. He never picked out our clothes. We had to pick our own clothes out. He was big on stuff like that. We had to pick out our own clothes. If he took us to McDonald's, we had to order our own meal. Like a child said, mine was fish fillet. I love me a fish fillet as a baby. So me and Erica be in the back seat. My father, we about to cut off. No, we not. My father wouldn't even pull up to the window. He would pull up to the back seat window where we were sitting. And he would be like, go ahead, order. So if you could imagine being at work on the drive-thru and kids is like, can I have a fish fillet, all that. So we had to order our own meals and stuff like that. So my father been training us like whatever. My mother too. But they was on the team. But anyway, so I had to go with my father because he went to cosmetology school and he got his license in barbery. Is it barbery? Barberry? Whatever case, my father is a barber and he licensed. God rest his soul. But anyway, I had fun playing with all. When you go to cosmetology school, they give you a bunch of stuff like rollers. He had this big case of clippers and combs and rollers and all that stuff. So, and a mannequin head. So the mannequin head, you could attach it to the countertop, and it had a screw under it. So you just screw the knob, and the clamp will fix. The clamp will get on the dang on table. Shoot, I'm tired. So that was a lot of play I had. And I almost went to cosmetology school, but I just didn't go. But anyway, I used to play with my father's doll. It was a head that clamped on to the thing that they used to have to work on in school and stuff like that. Okay, so my father became a barber. Everybody went to him. My nephew James, my father gave him his first haircut. He used to arch my mother's eyebrows and stuff like that. Like whatever you needed, he would do it. He made house calls. He had business cards. He had business cards. It was a straight up thing. So he ran Eureka Barbershop. He ain't own it. I kind of thought he did, but when Eddie passed away, we figured out he ain't own that. But anyway, my father ran the shop. So when I was a little girl, before kids go to school all day. So I went in the morning or afternoon. I don't know. But my father was responsible of us to get us out and get us going and stuff. But if I'm only on a half a day or whatever, he got to take me with him and stuff. So one time he did my hair. And I love this Coca-Cola commercial with LL Cool J and his daughter. And he was trying to do her hair and he did it and it was really messed up. And she was like, Mommy, don't do it like that. So I thought it was cute because one time I had my favorite style, Afro puff on the top, and then take the little hair on the temples. The temples come down. Okay? Okay, it's easy. Puff, temples down. So I said, Daddy, put the puff on the top with the down. I'm trying to tell her. I said, Daddy, that's not how Mommy do it. You got to curl these. If I was old enough, I would have said, you went to school. But I ain't know, whatever. But he took that rat tail comb and he wet my hair and wrapped it around because a rat tail comb got the comb with that long part on the back. So he wet my hair and twirled it around and he made it. And I was just like, okay. I felt like the girl on the Coca commercial. I'm like, that's not how Mommy do it, but that's like how. Anyway, I got stitches in my eyebrow with him. He was Vaseline me up. Parents put all that Vaseline on you, whatever. So he was like, Erica, go put this back. So I'm running to go put the Vaseline back on the bookshelf because that's where he kept it. And I had my socks on, and I slid, boom, bumped into the bookshelf. I looked in that mirror. It was the white meat. So I bust my eyebrow to the white meat. So it was just me and my father there. So I know my father was like, oh my God, you ain't gonna kill me. But anyway, we get to the hospital. I looked he stopped the bleeding. But when we was getting ready to go, I had to look. I saw the white meat. Okay. So we get there. Got the stitches or whatever. I had the stitches where they dissolved inside of you. So this was a long time ago. This was when they first came out or whatever. I guess it wasn't no stitches or no staples. They were stitches that dissolved, and that's how my parents they explained it to me because my parents was like, we got to take these out or what? They was like, no, they're gonna dissolve. So I knew that listening. When that nurse put them stitches in me, I told the nurse off. I ain't curse, but it kind of stung. I told that nurse, I'm going to tell my daddy on you. I'm going to tell my daddy on you. That's what I kept telling the nurse. I remember saying it. And I know the nurse was like, oh, my God, get this girl out of here. But anyway, They dissolved. Everything's fine. So when I get my eyebrows arched, because I never do, but if I do, I tell the girl, you see the scar right here? Don't mind that. Just work around. It's a tiny little scar on my eyebrow. Just work around now. Okay, anyway, back to Alexander. So my father would take me to the shop because it was like free daycare. So we would go to the shop and he would work and he would sit me in the corner and I have a picture of myself in my little spot I had, and I would color and eat snacks and listen to barbershop talk, and nobody ever cursed. Nobody ever said anything vulgar. You know why? Because David Pitts is here and don't talk like that in front of my girl, period. So barbershop talk was different for me, so it wasn't vulgar conversation or cussing and stuff like that. Nothing like that, because I was sitting there like a sponge. And I know my father was like, don't say nothing in front of this girl, because she gonna go home, repeat it. I'm gonna have to deal with Gene, all this stuff. So all the men behave themselves. And occasionally a woman would come in there, because women get stuff done. I was rocking a Jeanne in college. I had a homeboy on the campus used to fade me up. Mine looked better than some of theirs. But anyway, I had the little curly top with the fade. Anyway, so that's not a big, that's not a, that type of life is normal for me. And I almost went to cosmetology school, but I didn't. I'm glad I didn't. When I went to college, I was doing heads for $20. My third head, I was just doing a wrap and a wash and wrap. Put you under the dryer. Got you a little bob. $20. My third head, all that was gone because I'm a freshman. I'm like, nope. I'm just getting here. I'm just getting started, and I ain't got time for y'all. And my neck hurt messing with you. So I dropped that long time ago. So anyway, so back to the barbershop. So the story is there was an overweight woman in the barber shop, because sometimes women go to get, stuff done, and barbers do stuff. They went to school for it. So they'll go, whatever. She could have been there with her boyfriend. I don't know. So there was an overweight woman in the shop. Okay. I was very curious because she was obese, and I probably never seen an obese person before in real life. So I was just sitting there, and I just remember scooting, and I just got closer and closer because I had to entertain myself. It was safety pins around, stick pins around, just stuff you find in a barber shop. I just would, entertain myself, play with stuff. As long as my father, he was watching me, but he know, like, she know better now, whatever. So the obese lady, I had never seen a obese person or whatever, and I grabbed a straight pin. It's straight with the little head on the end, little head. I grabbed one, and I knew what I was about to do. Don't second guess your children. They know what they doing. They smart. They know what they doing. That lady had no clue this was coming, because Alexander said, well, what you do? You stick her with your finger? I was like, no. It's a straight pin. I took that straight pin and I was plotting on the lady. I just inched and I inched and I inched. And she was just running her mouth talking. I inched right up on that lady and I was like, boop! I poked her because I thought she was going to bust or whatever. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, she got to be about to bust. So let me see. I poked that fat lady in the barber shop. And she ain't had no sleeves on because it was hot outside. So her arms were out. I was like, go ahead, do it. Go ahead, do it. I was like, boop. And the lady grabbed the spot and she looked at me and she said, ow. And I was just sitting there like, what? My father was shaving somebody and he looked at me. I looked at my father like, what, Daddy? I don't, The lady ain't say nothing. He ain't say nothing. I just went on, whatever. I know my father was like, this girl. And we never talked about it. So I don't know if he ever knew I poked a fat lady in the shop. Okay. This is the same shop years later in my 20s. Okay, sorry. Somebody got assassinated in the chair. And my father was working on him. And somebody came right in there and shot him right in the chair. My father was working on him. My father was on the news. They made him shoot him way down the street. I knew it was him because my father is not tall, and you had your white smock on. I knew it was you. But he made him shoot him way down the street. I was like, that's daddy. That's daddy right there. I found out about the assassination because one time I called the shop and a lady picked up the phone. I said, hi, my name is Erica. Is David there? Like I always do. If he don't answer, I say, hi, is David there? And the lady was a police officer. So the lady said, well, he's busy now. He can't come to the phone right now. I said, is something wrong? And she said, well, it's not right. It's not right. She was giving me the runaround. I said, I'm his daughter. I said, I'm his daughter, please. I said, please, because I could feel it. I said, please. So she put him on the phone. Oh my God. She put him on the phone because I guess she could hear me. I said, I was begging her. So my father got on the phone. I said, Daddy, what's wrong? He said, Erica, something bad did happen. I never hear my father talk like that. He said, something bad did happen. And he hung up. I said, Ma, something bad did happen at the shop. She was like, what? I said, I don't know. I said, they won't tell me. So we had to just sit and wait. Apparently somebody walked right in that shop and assassinated a man right in the chair my father was doing him. And then they left. From that point on, my father started carrying a gun to work. And I just was like, what can you do? Nothing. And I ain't say nothing about it. I said, Daddy, why you doing that? He said, because Erica, I just don't know. When he started talking like my brother do the best David Pitts. But my father was saying, basically, I can't trust these. And he started carrying to work. So there you go, Alexander. That's my memory of shop talk with the boys. And yeah, I grew up in a barber shop. And I go to the bathroom. Oh, my snack. I had snacks and stuff. Y'all know where y'all get the crackers with the little compartment of cheese and you got that red stick. And then you put the cheese. That was my favorite. So I had a bunch of those. I had my crackers with the cheese compartment with the red stick. And a little juice or whatever. And I would sit up and listen to them talk. And it was never vulgar, nothing like that. But I know it is. But, my father, he don't play that stuff. All right. Thank you, Alexander. My name is Erica LaShawn. Please like, share, and subscribe. Thanks. Bye.